And it's all up next.
The Buccaneers are the defending Super Bowl champions. They lost Joe Mixon via free agency and the draft last season. They scooped him back up via a trade, and that caused a new rule change. No Super Bowl winner can lose a player to the draft unless they traded for a player. And they will be losing a player because they traded for Joe Mixon. The runner-up can lose just one player. The Dolphins' new offense gave them a win against San Francisco. Now they get another chance off the world champions. Next.
But also in these organizations, they continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with.
Now I got to go ahead and do this because they got a different offense. That's why I have to change up.
Systems play to
the Miami Dolphins have. Wait a minute, is that right?
That's what it takes to play at a high level.
Miami Dolphins have New York Jets offense.
Credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future.
Let's go.
And the future looks bright.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
One of the few southpaws we have playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and while he does.
It's a windy day here in Tampa Bay. A far cry from what it was against the team they played in Week 1, Jacksonville.
His receivers do a lot of the damage after the catch, and only time's going to tell how this one plays out. But when he's on his game, they're due for a lot of points.
And on the first play of the game, it's intercepted by the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers, the world champions, take a quick 6-0 lead on play 1. Wow. I can't believe that happened. I really can't. Where was he throwing? Buccaneers with Joe Mixon didn't even have to use him.
You allow this to linger the rest of the day. You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over.
It is far from over.
Get the ball back and establish some early.
Do not have a defeated attitude. Keep your head in the game, Tyreek Hill.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead.
That's that fight time. Score 7-0 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're about to kick off. It's fun when you have the lead and you don't even have to play the offense. This is round 2, Sweet 16.
Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They are obviously still smarting from that pick 6 a moment ago.
You just got to know where you're going with the ball.
They got 7 already. Dan.
Hello, Dr. Skull 1939. Yes, they got 7 on the first play. Was it the first play of the game? Yes, it was the first play of the game. He's back to pass again. He throws to the sidelines.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little.
This team is Super Bowl champions. They're playing up against this Tampa Bay team. They won the Super Bowl, and let's see if they can just continue to play hardcore defense. They worked out a trade to get Joe Mixon back from the Chargers. That means they will lose a draft pick. Super Bowl champions now, if they win, they come back with the same team. But they made a draft pick, a trade for Joe Mixon. They got him back. Tua is down twice. Sacked. Wow.
You know what they say about Murphy's Law, Mike? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. He's had a pick six earlier in the game. Now he takes a sack.
The Dolphins beat the 49ers to get here. They won by the score of 14-10. So if they're going to score only 14 points against a team like Tampa Bay, this could be a blowout. And we're going to see what Tampa Bay has to offer on offense with Joe Mixon in the backfield once again.
So on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep for the Bucs, their speedster Trey Palmer.
One thing you can say, he's going to run it back. You grab him by the leg and bring him down. One thing you can say about the Dolphins defense is they are well rested.
Led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft, it's Justin Herbert.
That's right. Justin Herbert is here because Baker Mayfield was drafted.
When he's under center, we have a shot. First round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from
he was drafted by the Bengals.
Bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
Herbert, fresh from the Chargers. And on the first play, he got a completion. Herbert and Mixon both look horrible when they play with the Chargers this season.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they
you can see all these games
continue to keep your foot on the gas.
In my playlist.
Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find
Herbert back to pass, throws again. I think Herbert, he was so happy to get out of LA because all the LA Chargers wanted to do was run the ball.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's a play action. Herbert, he's going to throw. He's going to throw against Wynn and went out of bounds. Herbert looks so much better here than he did with the Chargers. The Chargers have not even won a game yet.
The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Herbert throws again with the quick play. First down. I think Herbert was really good when he had that other Staley as his head coach. When Harbaugh came there, he just wanted to run the ball.
Out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible, and sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Herbert once again passed the ball. He's going to probably have a near first down. He gains 9 yards from that play.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the
Tyreek Hill is upset.
A big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his
made the
hands
playoffs.
And let him pick up the rest after the catch.
But the team doesn't score a lot of points.
Here comes Otten in motion.
Herbert waiting for the ball. He's throwing again. He's going to have a completion. Another first down. Dolphins look lost. The Dolphins look lost. Jalen Ramsey looked lost.
These curl routes. He's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football. I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground. Work back to the quarterback. Friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Will he ever run the ball? I don't know. Joe Mixon has been to 2 straight Super Bowls. Here it's another completed pass. Joe Mixon has been in 2 straight Super Bowls with Houston in the first season. He was drafted by Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay went to the Super Bowl, and then Mixon was drafted by the Chargers. And it seemed like the Buccaneers needed him back, and they traded back for him, and he's back here.
That athletes talk about. So They got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field,
He flared out right. It's going to be another first down at the 4-yard line. The Buccaneers are looking like a super-duper team. And the thing is, had they not made the play for Joe Mixon, had they not made that play, trade for Joe Mixon, they would have no one would have drafted from this team. But just one player can go now. Might be two, because Herbert is here. And it's dropped. No, I think the Buccaneers, they traded several players to the Chargers in exchange for Herbert. Because the Chargers needed so much help.
I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
They'll run with get in down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
That happens all the time. So Joe Mixon is back here in Tampa Bay, loving every bit of it. He loved the weather. He loved everything about it. He didn't hate Chargers. He just didn't feel that they had the right offense for him. Pitch out. Mixon's a man. Touchdown, Mixon! Looks like Mixon wants another touch. He wants another championship ring. He has 2 already. I mean, in real life, he was my star running back, along with Kyron Williams, in my last year's fantasy football league. I went to 2 championship games and lost both of them.
To add the PAT.
And right now, Miami needs to slow this down.
He gets it to go, and the Bucs will extend their
Here go their fight song.
It's now 14-0.
One thing about the Miami Dolphins is they won't quit. They won't give up. I know this team from the game they played against the 49ers. 49ers had that game and should have won it, but the Miami, they just got hot in the second half, and they just won the game.
We're back to it as the kicks away. On the return, Malik Washington. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Dolphins offense headed back to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now to get that rally going.
If there was a time for the Miami Dolphins to score points or get fired up, the time would be now. The time is now. Tua must throw the ball to the right receivers. He has the ball.
It is the rookie from Tennessee.
Dobbs, who is it?
And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
His fans are excited. They feel like they can do no wrong, being the Super Bowl champion. Tua back to pass. He throws, completes the pass. He will be short of the first down. And this Buccaneers defense is on fire. This red is the color they have on their jerseys.
Defense with vision. That's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4. They need to get the ball down the field for the first down.
Talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this.
This is the Gar-Lou Sr. Radio TV Network.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4. Tua, back to pass. He does not get the ball off. He's been having pressure all game long. I'm surprised he doesn't go off the game, get out the game, because he has concussion problems. Herbert saying, "Thank God, I'm out of the LA."
For the 2nd straight drive.
Now he's Florida made.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime.
Run away, run away. So,
They'll come up 1st and 10.
if there was a time for the Dolphins defense to shine, the time would be now. The offense did not shine, but the defense has to. Slow them down. Get the ball back. And it looks like they're not playing any defense out there.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a nice windy day here.
2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here in Tampa Bay.
They send Evans in motion.
Herbert looking so much better than he did in L.A. He had no choice. He had no chance in L.A. Every time he went back, it was like he was getting sacked.
But that'll be good enough for a first down.
Now he's got his confidence back.
Always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots?
The Super Bowl champions
to create separation
are playing like
and
Super Bowl
earn the trust of
champions.
your quarterback.
Another completed pass, but what's the outside?
Incomplete.
Okay.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And ball hawking defense. Makes it like at that. Oh, this is why they won 2 Super Bowls with him. Houston and Tampa Bay won the first 2 Super Bowls.
With an explosive run play, and it's important to point out
Mixon.
his offensive play caller. He's still working off that
This
opening
guy,
stretch, but
that guy right there,
doesn't
Mixon,
just be
and Derrick Henry,
possession.
I want them on my team.
Using run game and pass. Unmask the
Hard
defense
runners.
and understand where to take the play
They look
call
like running
as the game
backs.
unfolds.
On first
Herbert
down,
throws short,
he finds
gains
tight end Keith.
2 yards.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
But right now, the Miami Dolphins is on roller skates right now. They just don't know what side they're going to throw to.
When you play this offense,
It's really ridiculous how they can't sack Herbert.
Because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Herbert gets the ball out quick. He's probably going to run the ball here. No, he doesn't. He passed. He's got so much time. He throws. And I think he caught it. Mixon, he's our guy.
In the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to him. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Now Mike McDaniel
For-
happy with the last call.
Oh, he's going to challenge it.
Challenge flag.
Good challenge. Because I didn't think he had it either, but we'll see. Knee is down.
You're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand
Ball.
to be down
2 knees.
with possession of the ball.
Was the ball moving, though?
The ball not moving around.
The ball was moving around.
So that's what the referee is looking at here.
I say it's no catch. I don't know.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is
What?
unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be
That ball looked like it was moving.
He has just one challenge for the remainder of the game.
Well, the Dolphins just can't buy a break. They lose a timeout there or a challenge.
3rd and a yard.
They got to hold them to a field goal to have any chance in this game. Will they do it? Look at this offense. This looks
Receiver
awesome.
In motion, headed left.
Herbert throws. First down. Get the ball. Head about to 11.
Pick up of 11 yards on that one.
Your offense is going to look real good with a Herbert
So
and a Mixon in the backfield.
Their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs.
It's going to be hard to beat
Storyline the
this
rest of the way.
Tampa Bay team.
Has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
And with Mixon in the backfield,
first down.
I don't know. Who's going to beat them?
They go from the 11. Again, they'll throw it
Those,
over.
look at the quick passes. You can't do anything against quick passes. Just hold them and make sure tackle. Like that one was a sure tackle.
Hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Throwing again, Herbert.
Herbert throws in traffic, and they held on to the ball.
Pickup of about 5. They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing third down at the moment.
2:43 left in a half. Herbert has nobody. He's going to try to run. He's going to get in there. Touchdown for the Buccaneers.
Justin Herbert, touchdown Tampa.
Just think, the fans in LA was hoping this Herbert would have showed up. No, you didn't have any talent in LA. They traded everybody.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan.
Well, right now,
this early in the game,
Tampa Bay wish they hadn't gotten up to play this game today. But they got up and played it, and doesn't look good.
His kick is good. And the Buccaneers will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
That's their fight song. Hey, Exterminator. Yes, blowout indeed. Tampa Bay, they have it like that. They're the Super Bowl champions. They score a lot of points. If you don't stop them and you can't score on your own, you're going to lose. They haven't lost since season 1. This is season 3. Ooh, he got pounded. He gets back up, though.
To start this drive. The Dolphins offense ready for this next possession.
Tua, is he okay? He's walking with his head down. I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but he just doesn't look the same as he did when he played the 49ers. Then again, he did look bad in that first half. He just needed to play. Well, if you don't make your own plays, nobody else will. Nowhere. And there's a fumble. Oh, this is ridiculously going wrong for Miami. Tampa Bay is just playing lights out football. Is he down? I couldn't see on the twist.
And it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips.
If you're a football player, you love being on that sideline. I've been there. High school and college.
So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And
but where's the ball at?
To overturn the call on the field.
The butt was down, but I don't know if the ball was. I don't know. I can't tell you. Oh, they gained it. That's the best thing that could have happened to the Miami Dolphins right there. Had they gotten that one fumbled, we're looking at a deficit of either 24 or 28, nothing. Nothing. And Kamara finally gains some yardage.
15-yard pickup there. Good for a Dolphins first.
Kamara, he came here thinking he was going to be Mr. Big Stuff. He's been stuffed most of the time he got the ball. Tua is going down. Is he going to be? Is he okay?
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half.
And they're never ending.
Gotta settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He's going to try to run. He does that often. And then he's going to get pounded.
And he'll be marked down at the 40.
And he's in the game.
You know, Mike, I like everything about
Oh,
this
boy.
play except the very end.
Number 96 does not look like he should be there.
Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Exactly. I mean, come on, man. You did that last week. Tua. You can see the difference between Tua and Herbert. Herbert gets the ball. He sees the receiver. He throws. The ball is gone. He doesn't get hit. Tua, he waits and waits and waits. And he will get hit. He doesn't have the quick throwing abilities. Right there, he's holding on to the ball. Look at that.
In trouble. Down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Third and long. Here's Tua.
He got
That is
caught.
caught left side by Waddle. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on third down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Let's run out the clock. Fair catch, that's 21, 22.
Signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20.
Well, this is, if they score the same amount of points they scored in this half, it's going to be 42-0. I don't think that's going to happen.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
And the first half has come to an end.
Here in Tampa, and the Buccaneers are in the lead. And we get you across the state to Orlando. And check in with the coach, Jonathan.
Should have been Chris Berman or somebody.
Halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much.
Berman has it.
It is quarter number 3.
With Tua, he's going to get traded. I don't know where he's going to go.
Very one-sided first half of action.
The Chargers are open for business, but they don't even have Herbert no more.
Oh,
Big run to the 40.
And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Buccaneers offense ready to get going.
If Tampa Bay scores here,
in this third quarter,
make that if. Yeah, Tampa Bay scores here, it's over. It's already over already.
Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here comes Otten in motion. From the gun, it's Herbert.
All the time in the world. First down.
Middle of the field, he's got Evans. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, this one looking like a route here.
That conversion brings up a new set of downs, and defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode.
Minnesota take on the Kansas City Chiefs in the next game. Game will be played in Kansas City.
From the 39.
Dak Prescott leads the Vikings.
They'll send a tight end in motion.
They have a new offense as well.
Herbert now on first
Herbert.
down. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Well, Miami's trying to keep it close.
They'll try again here.
In other words,
And 10.
they're trying not to give up a touchdown.
Herbert to the air again.
See that? About 2 or 3 seconds, ball gone.
And he can't get away. They run
2
into the football
3 or 4
on defense
seconds.
and bring him down for no
Timing is everything. Footing,
Really
footwork.
well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play. Really
No pressure whatsoever.
18 yards on the pickup there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs when you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Throwing on first down is Herbert.
Another near first down.
It's Shepard. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Miami getting roofed.
Yes, Dr. Sloan. They getting crushed.
A good
21-0
stop
here.
Second and a yard. A tight end in motion now. Second down, and here's a run, and here's Mixon. And
He's our guy.
Gonna have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive.
Mixon going for his third straight Super Bowl appearance.
So as you take a look at the box score,
There's only had been 2 of them so
they
far.
have the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead.
And wait till the third quarter, fourth quarter.
Game is from here to the end of the game. Can they put
Ooh.
yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Mixon, play action.
It's Herbert.
Herbert.
That is
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
touchdown Buccaneers. Greg, what a great play called down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He
Baker
understands
Mayfield
he's got that big body tight end.
is not
Use
here.
all of that space to the outside. Keep
This
the ball
team
away from the defender, and it's the
can do some
trust that
damage
your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds.
in this playoff.
With 6.
They are already in round 3.
McLaughlin.
They'll lead 8.
And the Buccaneers are able to extend the advantage to 28-0.
Third quarter, 2:36 left. This game is, for all pretenses and purposes, is over. Buccaneers showed up today. Miami didn't. Tua was kind of scared, nervous.
Kickoff team is out on the
I
field,
hate to say it,
and we're
but it's true.
as the kicks away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Miami. Tua has the ball
They'll
off.
start this one on the ground with Kamara. And
Kamara is not happy here.
Paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
$28-0.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's
Tua.
Tua. A quick
Finally
slant
throws
to
downfield.
Waddle. 11 yards on the pass there. First down.
Coach trying to coach up his team.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On the ground, this is right. And not a lot there. Only up to about the 41. Second
Time
down and
is
8.
winding down for the Miami Dolphins season. Handoff.
Again with right.
Big run.
Yeah. And they're going to work this down inside the
Should have did that
40.
earlier.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll run on first down with Kamara.
Kamara is really upset. He wants to go. He wants to be out of there.
Do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Now he'll run.
28-0.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
28-0. We'll be back. Nagalu
3rd down and 9.
TV Radio Network.
Throwing is Tua.
Tua throws.
That's going to be pulled in by right. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film,
4th and 2.
he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just
Will they go for the field goal now?
guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll run.
Camara will, I don't know.
And he's not going to get there. The defense
Another bad
and they stuff him
play
on 4th
by the Miami Dolphins.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense,
Miami
up to the
Dolphins
task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
will lose yet another game.
their way out
Make
to
the,
take over
this is
once
the
more.
playoffs.
This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a
It is very safe.
performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. First and 10.
Look at that backfield.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Mixon trying to get his second straight Super Bowl ring.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he is not going to get away.
Mixon just does not look like the same guy
It will set up third
he
down.
was when he was here. And wait a minute, that's not right. What I just said was wrong. It's false. I was thinking about somebody else.
They'll put one of the tight ends.
28-0.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. Deep to return is Malik Washington. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Tua. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This is one of Tua's worst days in his life.
Rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
So much work for them.
Is Tua. A toss left side caught by his running back.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
This offense just can't buy a third down conversion right now, Mike. And if you're not going to have a lot of explosive plays, that's just not a formula for success. The ability to sustain drives, maintain possession, that's a critical factor in scoring points in the NFL. And so far, this has been about as bad as it gets.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down. They convert with a gain of 15.
That's just a big-time play.
2:30 left in the game.
You can see he starts first look covered. Then he goes through his progression.
There would have been basketball played after this, but it's a little later or early, depending on where you're at.
Use his legs to pick up the first down.
Oh, if he was aggressive, he could have took that for an interception.
First down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack
2-minute warning.
A little bit more downfield.
Second down and 3.
Tua back to pass. He's a short minute up front.
And find right. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note.
21-0.
But also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Tua throws the ball out of bounds.
It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To the air again.
Tua throws against his body. And I just don't know.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his.
It's going to be 4th and 10, and they're going for it. They have no choice.
You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure.
Throw it back to pass. Sees somebody, but he can't throw it to him. Ball is just fumbled. His arm was going for it. And this Buccaneers team looked very like they're going to go back and repeat as Super Bowl champion. But there's other teams that had it, behind them now. Miami is going home. The good thing for Miami is they don't have to travel that far. They are in the state of Florida. This has been one of the better games we've seen defensively by one team over another. This was a sure beating.
Here's 1st and 10.
We got hit. They took the ball away from him.
On the handoff, running left.
And look at how this guy is running the ball. This is what he did in Houston. This is what he did last season with Tampa Bay. That's why Houston and Tampa Bay won Super Bowl championships the last 2 seasons. That's all we had was 2 seasons. This is our 3rd season.
Early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He's on fire. Yes, he's on fire. You got a back like that. It's kind of hard to stop him. That time they do.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that will be the end of the game and the final score. The Miami, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 28, and the Buccaneers 28, and the Dolphins nothing. A shutout.
So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.
From the very first play of the game, this game was out of hand by the interception Tua threw to the Buccaneers, and they didn't look back anymore. The final score was the Buccaneers 28 and the Miami Dolphins nothing. I mean, it was a pure beating. Dolphins looking like they didn't even deserve to be there. And the worst thing about it is they're going to lose a player. Maybe they might even lose 2 players due to the draft. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers, they proved why they won the Super Bowl last season. They showed it offensively and defensively. They don't know who they're going to take on next. But I can give you an idea. If Minnesota will take on the Kansas City Chiefs in the next game, which will be played tomorrow morning, I believe, because this is the Sweet 16 team. The Sweet 16 playoffs. That's what this is. And Miami has just bitten the dust. Once again, the final score was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 28 and the Miami Dolphins nothing. And on that note, have a great week, a great Tuesday, and so long, everybody. See you at the game.